Hi, welcome to guess number 2 of Trashy Nico Talks. Yeah, today I really want to talk about Arcane, so I'm going to. Um, so I've been really interested in I had zero information coming into it, really. Like, I knew there were some cool fight scenes, I knew generally who the characters were, but, like, I hadn't really played League of Legends, don't really know about any of that. I knew, like, Jinx generally, Vi generally, because I've just generally heard of them, but nothing, like, specific. So I started watching Arcane like maybe a week ago, and I was like, and at first I was like, okay, it can't be that good, right? I know everybody says it's the best thing ever made, but you know, people were saying that about sliced bread, and sliced bread, it's good, but it's not that great, right? Yeah, it's really good, and I really like it. I've been really enjoying the series, and I think um I just I need to share with everybody how absolutely amazing this is, and definitely say, like, hop on the bandwagon. So yeah, I was originally planning on like doing like teamfight tactics, and then I was like, oh my god, the amount of frustration that would be with actually recording that game would suck. Like, it's a fun game, and I really like playing it, but I don't know how to record it. Because OBS is kind of like it's a little bit of a bitch, a little bit sometimes. But yeah. I can't wait for Saturday when Act 3 comes out, because I guess that's what we're calling it. It's like a play, except plays are much shorter, and at times just much less interesting. Yeah, I've been getting like a lot of content surrounding it. Specifically like sometimes like fall down like a YouTube short rabbit hole, which I know is bad. I don't use TikTok, but I ended up like using YouTube Shorts, which I feel like is it feels a little worse sometimes. Just because I'm using YouTube Shorts, not because like YouTube Shorts is necessarily like that bad of a like platform or anything. Like it's all right, but I don't know. It just feels bad because it's like I'm just using the less popular option. Even though I know that's not a bad thing, because like I don't know, I want it to die a little bit. I wanna kill TikTok a little bit. But to me, I just wanna have fun. You know, I just wanna have fun, enjoy these like recording sessions, and I just wanna enjoy life without TikTok, because I know that I would spend much more time on TikTok than I would spend on YouTube Shorts. And that is a problem, because I spend way too much time on YouTube Shorts, even though I don't even like it. I realize I don't like either of them. Like, I don't feel like I get much enjoyment out of either of them. I feel like I get a little bit of like information, and like I'm a slut for learning, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I've just been getting a lot of stuff like on like lore, specifically from like League of Legends, because like I don't. So Arcane, it's like some people are saying like, oh well, this isn't like canon or anything, and then it's like, well, this is kind of like the only piece of um League of Legends media that really exists, that is like, A, it's gained any sort of popularity, but B, just that it's like actually good. beyond just, like... I don't know, just beyond... Like, I've heard some of the books are okay, but, like, I'm not gonna read a League of Legends book. That would just feel demeaning to my own intelligence. Even though I know they're good. I do know they're pretty decent. I've heard they're pretty decent. So not demeaning, like, anybody who actually reads those books, because you're a trooper, and I know you're sticking around because you know the media's good. And I'm sure that you're fine with me making fun of you, because you also notice, like, the nerdiest shit that you could feasibly do. But... yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun watching it. And... like... consuming the media. And I think it's funny that people are questioning the canonality of Arcane, when Arcane is really, like, one of the very few pieces of genuine lore that the series has. Because, like, the rest of it is just kind of like, ooh, a character talks to another character. And, like, that's not... that means very little to nothing, I think. In, like, the grand scheme of things. When it comes to, like, actual lore of a series. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. Personally, I'm thinking, like, I really like the kind of, like, the narrative that they're playing with Victor, where he's like, yeah, he's a good guy. He's just incredibly misinformed. And there's, like, a lot of these, like, theories where it's like, Jace is doing this to protect people because the Arcane is bad. And then my thought is just like, dude was stuck in what was described as perfect chaos for, like, a year. So... yeah, I would be a little pissed too. I'd be a little pissed at the Arcane for doing that to me. I'd be a little piss baby man, I guess, if I was Jace. But I've just been really... I think it's really cool. That there are alternate theories, and I think they're wrong. I think that they're very, very wrong. I don't think that it's that it's that complex, and I know, like, they like their complex characters, but, like, I think that just saying, yep, he's pissed. I think that's, like, significantly funnier. And it's like, but, like, they like to be very, very, ooh, serious. And then my thought is, these are people who are making this. They're probably not thinking, you know what? I'll make the series better. More serious characters and things that happen in, like... because either way, this fucks up their relationship, whether he's, like, a silly little baby piss man because he was stuck in pure chaos for 3 years or so. It's like... I don't think it matters that much whether or not, like, this is, like, the most serious thing to happen in the show, and it's, like... because, like, obviously, it's still, like, pure torture and pain, right? Like, that's not gone. That's not, like, lost on me. You know? I still think that it's a good narrative, but I think people are, like, demeaning that as a narrative, which I think is personally really weird. Because I think it would be a great narrative just to, like... he's a little pissed. He's a little pissed that that he was stuck in the Arcane forever, and it's like, oh, but they weren't breathing. It's like, he noticed that they weren't breathing. He noticed that they were in bed for people. And then my thought is, dude wasn't focusing on his breathing. Jace is not that thoughtful. No, he's pissed as fuck. He's pissed the fuck off. When in this series have we painted Jace as like this like incredibly thoughtful guy? It took him like 4 seconds with Mel rizzing him up to to fucking to switch on the I'm against corruption. And it's like, but Mel is such a charismatic character and all that, and it's like, but I think that's a cop-out. I think that's a little bit of a cop-out for the for like defenders of the game or like of the series, where it's like, no, I think Jace is just a little stupid. Because, like, obviously she would never attempt that for, like, Heimerdinger, right? Because, like, she knows that Heimerdinger, like, he stands on his morals. But Jace doesn't. He just likes the pretty woman. And I like the pretty woman, and I probably will... I might have been convinced. I might have been a little... I might have considered it. I don't think I would have been convinced by her. But I definitely would have considered it. I definitely probably would have been like, she is pretty. But, like, I don't think it's that, I don't think it's, for me, like, I don't think I would be all puppy dog like Jace, where he's like, oh no, but everything's corrupt now, and it's like, no, they were corrupt before, you knew they were corrupt before, that's kind of like little thing that happened. And he knows that what he did there was objectively wrong, I think. But he did it anyway, because he's Jace. But yeah, I do think that's a little lost on like the people currently watching the show, is that they're like, but all of it is like, it's been like, oh, like, it's been so manipulative, and like, he's like, everyone's so intelligent. It's like, yeah, he came up with Arcanotech, or like, he came up with like Hextech, but like, really that was like Victor. Victor was the one who like actually like genuinely knew how it worked. Like, it was just like, Jace was just like, ooh, I was saved by a guy who used Hextech, so I'm gonna devote my entire life to Hextech. And he didn't even understand it. Which is the funny part. It's like, he was like 20. he was like a 26, I think he said. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's like, I think that people are giving Jace a little too much credit. Like, as a character. Like, the only reason why he understood Hextech was because, like, I think the only reason why he understood is because he needed to understand it. Because he was like, he ain't been doing it for, like, the past, like, solid, like, 6 years. Like, he's like well into this academy at this point, right? So I think people giving him like the credit of like, oh, but he's like so intelligent and strong. It's like, dude, he killed a child. And it only took him a little bit of convincing to be like, well, like, even though child murder is like an option, I'm still going to give you the silly little hex tech, because I'm sad that, like, I'm sad that they shot up the Senate, and it's like, dude, you killed a kid. How are you not, like, absolutely, like, how are you not, like, crying? Right? Like, how are you not just so devastated that you can't even look at hex tech? Like, just in general, like, even, like, the gates. It's like, oh, this hex tech, it corrupts everything. And it's like, dude, you killed a kid on accident. With it. You know it can do bad shit. But that wasn't what happened. He was like, oh, I'll never use hex tech again. I'm gonna use hex tech again. No shit. Obviously he would, because like, he's not very smart. He's very short-sighted, and I feel like most people, or like a lot of the people who are watching the show, don't realize that that's like a very real thing about the character. And it's very funny. Cause like, I don't mind it. Like, I think that it's like fine to have like that kind of like thought in like the fandom of just like, oh yeah, Jace knows something more about everything, and it's like, personally, I don't think that's the truth. I think if that was the truth, then a lot of more shit would have happened, right? Like, I think he probably wouldn't have just killed, because it's like, oh, the people weren't breathing, and I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, the people that he quote-unquote healed, like, obviously they weren't, you know, like, there had to have been some price that came, like, it's like, maybe that they're just, like, purely sufficing off of, Arcane now. Like, I think there's some, like, very easy things that people don't want to think about, because I think they're holding Arcane on some of, like, 40 chess pedestal, when, although Arcane is a very good show, and it is a very good show, and I like it a lot, and I think it's like, it is genius, and it is awesome, I don't think it's gonna play some, like, 40 chess of, like, Jace knew something, and that's why he killed Victor. Because it's like, they didn't do that with Jinx. Jinx was just a little mad, so she bombed the Senate. Like, she didn't do that because she was like, because she had some, like, 40 chess move of, like, it's because the Senate's bad and I need to kill them. No, she was just really, really pissed. Like, yeah, I'd be pissed too, and I probably would have done that on her shoes as a paranoid schizophrenic. Like, yeah, of course I'd probably be a little bit psychotic and maybe just kill the Senate. But I personally don't think that's, like, I don't think that it's, like, it's as crazy as people are claiming it to be. Because it doesn't need to be that crazy, I don't think. I don't think it needs to be that crazy. I think it can just be that Jinx was angry. Jace, he was angry because he was stuck in a hex core for so long. I'd be a little pissed too, I think. I'd be a little bit angry that and I'd be like, dude, fuck that guy. Didn't even look for me, A. And B, like, I've been stuck here for a year, and like, he's greeting me as just like, oh, I'm now fucking Space Jesus. Like, yeah, I'd be a little pissed, and I want to kill that dude. I don't think it's as crazy as there was something in the hex core that told him that Arcane was bad, actually, and we need to get rid of it. Like, no, I think it was just he was stuck in it a little bit. Well, he was a little stuck, and he didn't like it. I wouldn't like it. I don't think we need to make it that, I don't think we need to make it that, like, introspective, I guess. And I mean, hot take, I love Arcane. It's awesome. I love it. Give the writers a goddamn break. The writers don't need to be... They don't need to make everything a big old mystery. They can just make a good show. Like, we know what happens to Victor. Spoiler alert. He becomes cool Robot Man. Even cooler Robot Man. He becomes kind of evil Robot Man. Like, and I think that's fine. I like that he becomes kind of evil Robot Man. And he becomes like a major religion as well. And I think that's really cool. I like the fact that it becomes like a major religion. Because we've been missing religious fanaticism in it. And I think we need more religious fanaticism in Arcane. I think it's always really interesting when a story explores religion. Because it's like, yeah, religion can be bad actually, and we should acknowledge that it can and probably will be bad sometimes. And it's like, yeah, some people might get good things out of it, like, obviously. I don't know, I think Victor being Space Jesus, or being Metal Jesus is cool, actually. And I think he's probably thriving. He likes the fact that he is Metal Jesus. I would like the fact I was Metal Jesus if I was Metal Jesus. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. I think everyone would like to be Metal Jesus a little bit. But he also knows that he's taking like a lot of I feel like he knows that he's taking a lot of like bad things with the level, he thinks he's making a much bigger sacrifice than he is. And I think it's like really, I think they make it pretty obvious, of course. Like, yeah, the sacrifice that he's making isn't as big as he thinks it is. But it doesn't need to be that big. He can just be Metal Jesus and be happy. But he's like, I need to save Vander. It's like, it's not that complicated. And also, Signa he's doing some silly things. I think understanding his motivation really, it's like, yeah, I would want to cure death too. I think that's a valiant goal, at least. Cause like Ambessa, honestly, I think no matter what, she's always wrong. Like, and I don't even think that she's like that sympathetic. She's like, you don't know what I do for my family. And it's like, dude, your son's dead. There's no way he isn't. And it comes to the point where it's I'm kind of just like, your son's dead. Your family talk is a little bit annoying, I think. I think her talking so much about family, it's like, oh, I care so much about family, you don't know what I do for my family, and it's like, respectfully? Chill. Respectfully, chill the fuck out. And like, yeah, I understand. She loves her family. But the way she does everything, it's just annoying a little bit. I don't like her. I don't like her very much. And I don't know if that's a hot take or not. Like, she's hot. But everybody in that show is hot. I don't think it's necessarily like, I don't know, being hot. That's a given in Arcane, not a privilege. I bet there are some Heimerdinger Sims out there. To me, he's just a cute little old man. And I think to like a lot of fandom, he's a cute little old man. I like cute little old man. I think we need more of those in our media. I think we've definitely lost it a bit in like current modern day media of just the cute little old guy who does cute little old guy things. Like where he's not like this like, I don't know. I think especially like smart little old guys, because it's like we had so many back, like there's like so many back in the 90s and stuff, where it's just like, well there was in the 90s, but like I actually think less so in the 90s a little bit. I think about it. Fuck, there actually weren't that many in the 90s, but I feel like you, the viewer, know what I mean. In the olden days, Back to the Future had a really good, cute smart old guy. Now they're just like really depressed, and I don't like the fact that it's like, oh, intelligence makes you a little depressed and bad. Fuck off. Let him be cute. Let him enjoy life. Like, I understand. You want to be an edgy creator. You want to make all your guys edgy and bad boys. It's like, they don't need to be edgy. They can just be like cool and cute. Like, respectfully, Rick and Morty, kind of good show. Sometimes. Rick, like that he's autistic. I think that's a really cool thing. I think that's a good thing. I'm gonna do one more run. But I think that's a good thing. I like cute little guy. I like cute little, I like that he's sometimes like cute and autistic. I like it. I like the fact that he is cool. Like that. I don't like the fact that he is also severely depressed and like, oh, I'm so smart that everything is bad. Like, I think that's been, like, a little bit overdone. Where it's like, oh, intelligence is like, it's actually a curse, not a gift. Like, would I say I'm cursed with the knowledge of Pokemon? A little bit. But I don't think I'd make a television series about it. And it doesn't help that a lot of these, like, creators of those shows aren't very smart. Like, I think Justin Roiland, like, neglecting all the bad shit he's done, I think he's just incredibly annoying. But anyway, about Arcane, Heimerdinger, awesome. I like the fact that we might get some actual character development for Echo. Because he's kind of the most boring character right now, and I want him to not be. Because I love his design. I think his design is very interesting. But I want him to be more of a character. And give it that, he's just not much of a character in the show in general. Because, like, yeah, he's part of a group of eco-terrorists. We could be honest. He's... The Fireflies are a little bit of eco-terrorists. And I think that should be a little bit addressed more. Because although I think, like, the home is, like, I think that's a very good, like, plot device. And I think that, like, the idea of, like, the home is very, very good. Maybe address the eco-terrorism a little bit more. Because blowing up and lighting on fire Shimmer can't be good. It can't be. And also, just, I need this to be, like, I need to ask this because I'm very confused about it. Why, in like that, like, in that, like, 4th episode, why was that Shimmer on that ship? Were they, like, were they outsourcing the production to it from the top side? Or, alternatively, were they not doing that? But like, were they just, like, selling it to people outside of like, Pentover? Because, like, they're planning on, like, using it, like, through, like, a hex gate, right? Which is a little... like... I would like to see more of how Shimmer affected people outside of Pentover, because I feel like... because, like, we have Ambessa, a character that isn't from Pentover, not really addressing how bad Shimmer is, especially if it's, like, been foreignly traded. Like, and we know it's been foreignly traded if that's what was happening there. Because it's like, it was literally the 2nd episode. And I don't think the Fireflies are, like, catching every single shipment of Shimmer. Because, like, it would be more of a... I think it would probably be considered a little bit more of a problem if that's what was happening. Right? If that's what was happening in Pentover, if it was like, if like the production was being outsourced there, then I think there would be more of a problem in Pentover about Shimmer. But the only character that I know who's been getting, like, Shimmer inside of Pentover is the guy who died. I forget his name. The guy who got crushed to death by Jace. I think it's like that's the only guy I think I've seen who's actually had something happen to him in like outside of Zon. Also, I love how they're portraying like people from Zon, or like people outside of Zon, because I think it's really interesting to portray the rich people as assholes. They, no matter what, never understand what's going on in Zon, and they never go there. And it's like, they're close with the enforcers. Why don't they ask them? Well, I guess they're like police. But still. Like, what the fuck is going on with Zon? with Pentover, that it's just everyone there is so oblivious to Zon. Like, I understand. Zon is a really weird place. And it's like, yeah, people would just call it the underside. Which is like, there's probably a little bit of like racial shit there too as well. Like, they have to be a little, like, because they're like, oh yeah, they're just like inferior inherently. Like, that's kind of like the narrative a little bit with people from Zon, is that they're just like inherently like, probably from like the side of like the people from Pentover, just genetically inferior. And it's really weird how it's just like not addressed. And even like people from like Pentover or like from like Zon are just like, we hate them because they're doing nothing about our situation, and not, we hate them because they're just like racisming us. There's a little bit of that. I think there's a little bit of that, like with what was her name? Vi, where when she was like before the Senate, and like Victor and stuff like that, where it's like, nobody wants to see me. But I do like that Jace is kind of like, Jace is always kind of portrayed as a little bit stupid. But I feel like people haven't really been understanding how stupid Jace is a little bit. Because like, Jace is really dumb. And people are acting as if he's not as dumb as he is. Because he's really dumb. He's so stupid. But like, his portrayal is not, or like how people are like seeing him, they're not like, yeah, it's this little stupid baby man who doesn't really know anything. Because it took him a very long time to kind of realize that, maybe, just maybe, Hextech is a little bit dangerous. Maybe using magic or things is maybe a little bit, just a little bit dangerous. Because yeah, I think it's very weird how Jace is just like, you know, I hate corruption. But let's do a little bit of corruption. It's like, and Mel, honestly, I really like how they changed the character, because I thought they were just gonna do she bad guy, but they didn't, and I like that. And I also like that Silco was not just me bad guy. I do like that. I do like Silco not just being portrayed as just like, oh, he's just a genuinely awful person. Like, no, he's just incredibly misguided. And then it's like, everybody's like, oh, it's Silco, it's Silco. Silco is like the rot here. And it's like, definitely a big part of it. But it's like, come on. And I think that's it's also partially just like Savika as well, where it's like, Savika, honey, you really need to chill a little bit. Cause yeah, you lost your arm to an art. Honey, you didn't need to lose your arm for Silco. He's not that good a guy. But I do think that all of the characters are portrayed like kind of really weirdly sometimes. Or I think how people are talking about them is very weird. More like, I don't think like people like the character, like the actual character writing is that weird, because I really don't think it is. But I do think how people are talking about it's like, Svika, her problem is how loyal she is, and it's like, dude, the first known thing she really did in this series was betray someone. And people are like claiming it's like, oh, like they have like one or two traits that make them the character that they are. And it's like, I agree, these characters are a little bit flat sometimes. Because, like, of course they are, like, it's, like, writers can't be literally perfect. But, you're like, Savika, her entire thing, she's loyal. And it's like, dude, like, that's the first thing that she does is not be loyal. I think her problem is that she cares a little too much, I think. It's like, well, that's not like a bad thing. And it's like, well, for her it is. Because she always cared, and like, she's like at fault to like sunk cost fallacy to a T. Especially with somebody like Victor. Because with Vander, like, the reason why it's because like, oh, nothing's happening. And with Vander, something happened. Like, yeah, something big happened. The entirety of the Underground changed. He promised things were going to happen. He let some Chem Barons exist. But yeah, people were like, oh, everything is worse under Silco. And it's like, bitch. You wanted him to be there. That's your fault. Because it's like, it was kind of portrayed that like everyone in the underground kind of hated him a little bit. And then my thought is, then why the fuck did you put him in? Like I understand that, like, yeah, Evander was never gonna change anything. He was never really gonna. It's like, yeah, he had deals with enforcers, and like that's not a good thing. But you can argue that it's like, and I think that like. It's kind of interesting how it was kind of portrayed as like both a good thing and a bad thing. That like a good thing and a bad thing happened at that like end of that fourth, at the end of like the third episode. Like it was both a good and bad thing that happened there. I don't know, I mean, I like how it's been written. And I'm not gonna, I don't want to be the person that's like, you guys just don't get me. You don't get it like I do. And it's like, I think that people do get it. Like, obviously everyone understands that it's a very good series. Everyone understands that it's a very, very great series. And I don't think I'm above it. But I do think that some people are like, there's like some general misunderstandings that a lot of people that is like happening with like the vast majority of the fandom. And I don't think they're like grievous misunderstandings, right? Like, I don't think it's like, oh god, oh, people are really misunderstanding this. Oh, wait, just wait. But I do think that, like, I guess this could just be with, like, media in general. But people do definitely tend to, like, overanalyze or, like, overstate how intelligent good media is and understate how uncomplex like bad media is. Because I think there is some bad media that is just truly like, oh god, like this person was really going for something that was so bland. But I don't think that's a majority at all. I don't think that's a majority at all. But I've been liking how things have been going. With Arcane, and I can't wait to see more tomorrow. And by the way, all of these are filmed on the same day that they come out, unless I say it otherwise. Because, like, yeah, on a Tuesday episode is definitely gonna be like, it's 2 of Monday. Because I have work on Tuesdays. But I still want to get you all some good content. And I will be talking about good content on Tuesdays as well. Yeah, but I just wanna, I always just wanna kind of like make sure that everyone is kind of understanding that however long these recording sessions take, might take an hour, might take less, might take more, that I'm doing them the same day, posting them the same day. That's why there's very little editing, if at all. I might edit out like a little bit of the first bit sometimes, because it can be a little bit boring. By that I mean just like when I'm like just like setting up the recording. I do, hopefully you guys, you can forgive me for this, but I do tend to just do cut that stuff out. But yeah, I hope, but I also hope you guys are having fun watching this and enjoying it, enjoying watching me nerd out about a series. And I hope you can also nerd out about it in the comments if you'd like. Yet again, this is a safe space for anybody who wants it to be. Or for everybody wants this to be a safe space. This is a safe space for anybody. For anybody and everybody. So yeah, make sure to, I'm gonna shill a little bit, make sure to like and subscribe, it really, really, really helps. If you're watching to this point, of course. Oh yeah, I guess it's time to, make my, my thumbnail. So I just took a screenshot of my thumbnail right there, because I'm just gonna make it the little spin venter. But yeah, also hope you guys have been enjoying the lovely stupid gameplay of Peglin. If you haven't played Peglin, you definitely should. You should also buy it, because I love these indie devs. They're doing a great job, and I think that they deserve a lot of credit for what they've been doing. And yet again, I just want to play some like indie games. I thought about playing. Yeah. Yet again, as I said, I thought about playing just another game today. I thought about playing TFT. Then I thought, actually, doesn't need to be. I think we're fine. And also because TFT is incredibly hard to record, and I don't want to record it. Because, like, going in between games, that means I need to switch my recording to the League of Legends launcher, which isn't full screen, so I can't, it won't even, like, it's not even one of those things where it's like, because, quick thing with OBS, how that works, how OBS works is that you can either choose to do it with a specific window, which would be almost impossible for that, because I would have to switch the window to the launcher, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to switch the window to the launcher. Or I have a second option of doing it for full screen. And this is specifically to capture, like, gameplay. Because, I mean, I could also just capture my desktop, but I don't want y'all seeing that. Plus, there's, like, a lot of stuff going on in the background. By that, I mean I have YouTube on playing Animal Crossing music. And this recording will, in fact, just end if I get to the end of this playlist, because that means I will have been recording for too long. I don't want to be recording for over an hour. That sounds a little bit gratuitous. Yeah, I don't want that to be what I'm doing here. So I will make it so it's not. I hope you can be fine with the fact that I don't want my recording sessions to be going on for that long. Oh, thank God. Coffee is saving me here. Because my throat is getting really dry for talking this long. Because it's just constant talking. But yeah. I guess I should talk about like my favorite characters so far. I've actually been really enjoying, like, I really like Heimerdinger. As I said before, I think there should be more characters like that as character archetypes, because I think it's a really good archetype. I think it's done really well. In Arcane. But yeah, I think I want to see more Heimerdinger. I want to see more, yeah. I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see more of this series. I don't think that's a hot take. I think it's really good. So, I think one thing that I saw earlier today was like, yeah, this last episode is gonna be long as fuck. And I'm like, I like that. I want it to be long as fuck. I think that's good. I like my media very, very long and arduous. And I think everyone does when it's really, really good. And when it's bad, people don't want it very long. They actually want it very short. But I think it actually depends on the piece of media for a lot of people, because some people are like, I don't like it long at all, actually. I like my media. I like my good media kind of short sometimes. And then to that I say, me too. Because it just depends on what you're watching, because it's like, with something like Oppenheimer, it could have been a little shorter, I think. I think a lot of people agree on that. And I don't think that's a hot take at all, either. But yeah, we definitely do need that. We need more of that. We need more good media, personally, in my opinion. I think we always need more good media. Because recently, media has been okay. Other than, like, I've been really liking Dandadan. Dandadan, really good. I think it's a really good show. I think it deserves, like, literally all of the, like, shit that it's been getting. It's a really good series. It's super well done. And if you don't like and if you don't know what Dan is, you should go watch it. It's good. But I'm here to talk about Arcane a little bit, because I like to keep it a little bit focused. Because I don't want to add that many things to my title. Because the general thought of this was to add everything to my title. Is to add, like, what I'm talking about in my title. Because I watch a lot of stuff, and I think that does well. But yeah, I think it's great media, and I think you should watch it. I think everyone should be watching it. Anyway. I think everyone should go watch Arcane. I think everyone should just watch things. I think media is one of those things where it's incredibly underappreciated as, like, things that people should be doing. It's like, you may ask, Raccoon, what the fuck does that even mean? And to that I say, like, we all know. We all watch really bad shit sometimes, but it feels very comfortable. That's kind of the reason why I'm making this a little bit. Sometimes. A little bit. Just a tiny bit. Is that I wanted, like my original goal is just, like, to make something just to watch when you're eating. And I think that is good. I like watching things while I eat. Or, like, before I sleep. I think most people like to do that too, especially people who are, like, neurodivergent. It's very comfortable. And I like that it's very comfortable, and it should be very comfortable. I don't think anybody's arguing otherwise, that we shouldn't be doing this. Even though I think people are correct, it does rack your brain a little bit. It's not actually that good for you. But genuinely, I think we should be watching, like, media. Because it's fun. And we all need escapes. And I don't think a lot of people allow themselves to escape. They think, oh, we need to be serious all the time. And I think that's stupid. Watch Arcane. Have fun. Look at your silly little grandpa, man. Say, that's a good, silly grandpa. And continue watching whatever you like. Watch House. Do it. You can do it. You're allowed. Nobody's stopping you. I guess maybe, like, I don't know, somebody might. I don't give a shit about that person, though. They shouldn't be stopping you. Nobody should be stopping you. You are allowed to watch whatever stupid shit you like. And if you don't do it because you think others will judge you, I assure you this. Those people are not jolly, they're not silly, they're boring as fuck. I know, because I was one of those people. I was a person who was not very jolly, who was not very silly, who would not watch things. Because I was boring. I was really boring. Anyways. That was hella boring. And I think it's much better to have things to talk about and things to love besides, like, yourself or your hobbies. Sometimes it's fine just to consume things that you like. And I think people kind of hate that a little bit. Like, they hate the thought that, like, oh, it's fine just to exist as a human being and not do anything necessarily productive. Like, people kind of hate it a little bit. It's like, yeah, I kind of understand, you know, being productive feels nice. And I'll tell you what, I can be more productive. I could definitely be a lot more productive. I think it would be very good for me to do so, even. Because, yeah. We need that in our lives. We need to be productive. But sometimes it's fine just to exist as a human being without being this ultra mega productive person. And our media should make us feel happy or introspective or make us question other things. And I think that's good. I like that kind of media. And it's also fine to not like introspective media sometimes. Sometimes it's fine to want something simple. Because simplicity is nice. Like, I don't want all media to be Arcane. I want more media to be Arcane, because I think we have a little bit too much simplicity. I don't think it should be everything. I think that would be a little silly. I think that is very silly. Yeah, we don't need everything to be Real Housewives. Because that's stupid. Like, I'll be honest, that's a little dumb. But I do think some of it should be. But I think also we need more media that people just feel comfortable watching. And want to watch. Rather than like, oh, well, I guess it's on. You know what else I guess is on? I don't know. I didn't have a thought coming with that. I should have. But I don't think anybody's watching this far anyway, so I could say whatever the fuck I want. But I'm not going to, because I have this cool thing called self-control sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm not, like, that cool. I'm not cool enough to have only self-control. Come on, who do you think I am? Because you're probably right. And again, I can say anything I want. I'm not going to. I'll just say that I can say anything I want. And then not do it. Isn't it? I don't need to do everything that we say that we can do. I think that's a little silly. No, please don't take me to a mystery. Please, 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 please don't. Okay, well, actually that was fine. It actually didn't matter. Because, yeah, I just want to get to the raid. But, yeah. We should definitely, we as a collective, human society, should, watch more silly stuff. I think people are afraid of animation a little bit, and I think it's stupid. And I think people should actually not be afraid to watch something, even if it's a little bit childish. Because, like, I'll tell you what. Everyone I know online that watched Puss in Boots: The Last Wish and thought it was a great, like, piece of media, I think those people are significantly happier. And I think that's just the truth. Oh, this is gonna be kind of crazy a little bit. But yeah, I think that I'm just gawking at what's happening on screen. I think I went a little overkill. Anyways. Media. So, I've been really enjoying having media to watch, because I actually normally struggle with that a lot, especially like traditional media, I would say. Like I've been struggling with other kinds of media as well. Mainly, specifically, just like a little bit I've been struggling with like YouTube content, because although I watch a lot of YouTube content, I want to watch video essays, and although there are a lot of them, that doesn't mean there's a lot that I tend to enjoy, and I want to find a lot more video essayists that I do enjoy, because I like sleeping to them. I like falling asleep to somebody talking autistically about something they like. And I think that is fine. Yay, summoning circle! Anyway. I like when people talk about things they like. I think it's really cool. But, sometimes I think it's fine for that not to be the case. For us just to collectively as a society agree that maybe sometimes a little bit, we can make a video essay about Pokemon a little bit. I like Pokemon a lot. I should make that very clear. I really like it. I think it's a cool series. I think that it's not overhated at all. I actually think that it's perfectly liked. But, I do think that as a collective, as a society, we should all agree that little silly guys, are the best foot forward. I mean, come on. I think we're missing a little bit of silly guys as a concept of like things that people like. I think we should like a little more silly guys. Sorry. I'm not actually sorry. I'm not sorry at all, actually. I think that you should be sorry. God, please. Please. Please let this... Please don't let this die now. Because I want to see it happen. Okay. It's not. It's not gonna die now. Anyway. So... I've been enjoying my time with Arcane and with this series, by the way. I love talking and I love making this series. I'm going to probably drink honey now after this is all over. Because yeah, I've been talking a lot, but obviously it's because I enjoy it. And yeah, talk about whatever you want in the comments. I don't really care, as long as you're not a bot, because I don't like bots. If you say this person's farts are better than this person's, it's like, oh, fuck off. I think that those kinds of comments are my least favorite, because they're obviously trying to make fun of, like trying to make fun of bots, but they're doing it in a way of which is it's done so poorly that it just kind of sounds like it's kind of a little bit of like a parody of itself, a little bit. It's like, well, because you're saying it like that, it kind of just sounds like you're just saying like what you think is the truth a little bit. And that's not good. And I know that's not their intention. But I don't think intentionality changes how I think about things. Which, yeah, might piss people off a little bit, I think. Because it's like, but they were good intentioned. I think a lot of people say shit like that, but it's like, but they had good intentions with what they were doing. And it's like, I could give less of a shit about what your intentions were. Like, I don't care if your intentions was to cure world hunger, you killed 3 infants. And yet again, nobody's watching this. I think at this point I'm kind of just like reminding myself a little bit. Like, why don't you remind yourself? And it's like, because I don't want to feel like I'm saying this to an actual audience of people, even if they do enjoy it. Because like this video could be like a really well performing video, but I think that thought is extremely terrifying, right? As like a new content creator, I think that is just extremely terrifying to me. Cause like, yeah, even though, don't get me wrong, I think it's awesome that people want to watch me, if people want to watch me. But God, is that terrifying? It's like, because like I'm not used to it. I'm not used to being like liked that much. Like I'm used to being liked, but I'm not used to having an audience. And if I get an audience for my second video, oh fuck, that's some high standards that I need to actually come into, and I don't. That's not necessarily like gonna be my favorite thing ever. You know, like I obviously I want to have an audience. I think that people can be so kind and so great. I've also just started. I feel like I would be a little bit. Oh god, it would just be terrifying. Objectively terrifying. And I think most people would agree, it's like, most content creators, I think, would agree a little bit that the thought that more than 10 people want to listen to you? Huh? Huh? What do you mean? I'm just a person. I'm not special. And it's like, might not be. Truly, truly, you might not be a very special person. But for some reason, people want to listen to you. People like you. That's terrifying. That thought is terrifying. And like, I'm not even like a successful content creator. I don't know how like the true feeling feels, you know? Also, this next shit is gonna... Oh, nah. I hate when I'm too good at a game. But yeah. Because either way, we're heading more towards the end of this video. I want to thank everybody who maybe stuck it out this far. There's a chance. There's a chance somebody watched this entire video. And to that person, I am so fucking sorry. Like, I am so sorry. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve, to be ridiculed like this. Like, I feel like I'm so demeaning. I feel like I am not a good person to have an audience. And like, that's a little bit of an insult to the people who might actually genuinely want to watch this, but like, I'm also like, that's terrifying. Just to ever have an audience. And I'm lucky, I'm glad that I'm saying that now and not when I actually do genuinely have an audience, even though I could get an audience from this video. Because I don't think I will. I think it will take time. Anyway, stay safe, stay comfy, remember to eat, remember to sleep, remember to drink water, and remember, stay comfy. Goodbye. Oh, I need an Alt F4.